Welcome into the Road in Between. This is our second show with Starkville, Mississippi, and today we're going to be looking at what God is doing around that city. We've got some fascinating stories to share with you, so stick around.
Thoughts keep running through my head as I walk this road with nothing ahead. The sun beams down on my face as I walk this road that leads to amazing grace.
What's in a letter? If you're Mitchell Signs and Imprints, one letter means everything, and it's in the name. Mississippi Meridian. Mitchell Signs, Imprints. Two companies that help you reach your clients, whether it's big or small. And just like the name says, Mitchell Signs and Imprints are local. Meridian people, Mississippi pride. From quality signs to the perfect promotional product, see why Mitchell Signs and Imprints have been earning Mississippi's trust for more than 100 years. Check them out on Facebook for special deals and more information.
Coming up next on the Road in Between.
Modern Outfitters, all things firearms, including premium outdoor brands for all outdoor enthusiasts and firearm collectors. Full-service custom shop, state-of-the-art indoor shooting facilities, training and consultation, custom coatings and finishes, including Cerakote and Hydrofilm, specialized optics, suppression, and thermal imaging systems, premium gear, custom firearm systems, tailor-fit to your specific needs. That's Modern Outfitters. Find us on Facebook and modernoutfitters.com for more info and events.
Welcome back to the Road in Between. All right, we are here at the Mississippi State University Holy of Holies right here. I've got Bill Martin, who's the assistant athletic director. And Bill, thank you for letting us be with you today.
Great to be here today. Thank you.
We're grateful. We're here with Eric Butler. Eric graduated in 2008 and doing a little reminiscing today on this field. And thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
All right, let's go take a look at this wonderful place and all the memories that were created here.
You see that side of the stadium? That used to be an open area. We had some temporary bleachers, probably when you played here.
Yeah.
This new section right here has completely changed the dynamic of this place. It has turned this place into one of college football's loudest, rowdiest stadiums in the country. And I think that's a testament to what happened here in 2014. If you see a lot of the national writers and stories talk about what transpired here in 2014, this area completely changed the dynamic from the noise. Now that you have an enclosed stadium, and it made it a hostile place for opponents. And I think Auburn, Texas A&M, the other opponents that came into this stadium last year, we went undefeated in this stadium. And it was something very special that happened here. If you notice those bleachers right there, that's become our student section. This entire project right here was a $75 million renovation and expansion. We added new concourses, fixed up the concourses, and we're going to take you through these premium areas up here, but this is one of the most unique expansions in all of college football. Yes, the expansion of capacity is now over 61,000 here, but when we take a look at the areas, the intimacy, you feel like you're on top of the field still. There's so many new stadiums out there where you feel like you're away from the action.
Fantastic. Now, what's it like to be on the field? Can you hear the fans? Can you hear the cowbells? And
You tend to hear it, but in plays, it's kind of tuned out almost, sort of say. But they're up there ringing their cowbell and cheering their team on. So it's such a great feeling to step out on that football field.
all right, Bill, I want to thank you for giving us this tour.
My pleasure. Great to have you here. We just celebrated our 100th anniversary of this stadium. This new $75 million expansion, a vision by HOK and LPK architects and our athletic department and all of our Bulldog donors. It's been phenomenal, and we're ready for another 100 years of Mississippi State football.
Fantastic. Great use of stewardship. I know it's a blessing for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to go take the field now. I'm going to take on Eric. I'm going to go to the field and I'm going to wear him out. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Harvest Grill, where great food and gatherings happen in the heart of downtown Meridian. Open for lunch and dinner, Tuesday through Saturday. Come dine with us and experience traditional recipes with a fresh, surprising new flavor. Visit harvestgrillms.com to view our menu and hours.
Coming up next on The Road in Between.
A lot of people have helped get me here. My sisters always had my back. My buddies, Sonny and Sean. The crew, pushing me to be faster. Amy, reminding me to enjoy the moment. And Nationwide, who I've personally been with for 25 years. It's never been just me out there. Nationwide is on your side.
Welcome back to The Road in Between. Well, we are here with Tim Hogan, and Tim is a graduate of Mississippi State University. And Tim, thanks for being with us today.
Glad to be here, Tom, for sure. It's
Yes.
always good to get back here.
It is good to get back here. Chapel of the Memories, and you have a great history here at Mississippi State University.
I do. I enjoy my time here, and actually was when I got initiated in fraternity, this is where we came, right here to the Chapel of Memories. And early, I have a lot of fond memories here. My niece was married here recently in the last 2 years, and have a lot of fond memories here at Mississippi State.
Well, you majored in business and marketing, is that right?
That's exactly right. I came here in 1976 and graduated in the fall of '78. I was in a fraternal organization where I made many, many friends and many, many fond memories, some of which we could talk about, and some of which
We'll do it on the golf course.
That's right. But was very fortunate to get an excellent education here, and I worked my way through school doing electrical work.
Okay.
And met some guys in the fraternity that hooked me up with a fine gentleman named Bob Merson. And I was in electrical distribution business for 30 years, and I can attribute that started right here at Mississippi State University.
Right here.
So happy about that.
Well, you have a great work ethic, and that's something you've helped me with as far as some of the thoughts about new leaders coming up and new business people and generations underneath us. And are there any suggestions you would have for maybe some students that are maybe perhaps majoring in business or marketing?
You know, today the work ethic in the workplace has changed since I came out, but I would still tell anybody that really wants to be successful in life that you got to be the first one there and the last one to leave. And good things happen always. I think good things happen to people that work hard. You'll go far in life if you'll keep that in the back of your mind.
That's right. Well, you've done well of that, as well as balancing your family and your work. And I know with Jacqueline working at Van Zyverden, and you working at Mitchell Signs and also helping with imprints, I know it's been a unique journey for y'all as far as balancing family and work and business. I wonder if they teach that in universities as much as maybe they need to. There's a time to turn off the work part and to remember the relationships that keep you grounded.
We have times where we've struggled a little bit, and I traveled for a long time in my previous life, and that was tough for me. And God works in strange ways, in that I lost my job in 2008, okay. And Manny Mitchell called me the next day, who I'm very fortunate for, and I was able to see my kids grow up. Otherwise, in the previous life, I wouldn't be able to do that because I was traveling 4 and 5 days a week. So I'm so very fortunate for that, and proud for that, and proud of my kids and my family.
Well, the Chapel of Memories, we've got the angel behind us, and she rises up out of the ashes, and I noticed her hands. Her hands are not clenched and closed, they're open. And university settings are really the place to open up and meet new people and explore and see the bigger picture of perhaps what life is about, and the blend of social life with education, and there's no better place really to be than right here on this beautiful day here at Mississippi State University. You know, what I love about you, Tim, is you're very benevolent. It's not, your hands are open. You're open to learning, You're the first one to shake hands with somebody that comes in the room. You've modeled that for me, and I want to thank you for that. As well as, you open up your journey with a lot of friends, and you are surrounded by friends. You reap what you sow, and I hope that the friends give back as much as you give to them.
Tom, I appreciate your time. Appreciate you having me here today, and I'm glad we are friends.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate you allowing me to do this, and I'm glad to help you in any way I can, for
well,
sure.
Thank you. Thanks for being with us on the Road in Between.
Yes, sir.
We're grateful. Let's go have fun. Stick around. We'll be right back.
John O'Neill Johnson Toyota has been serving customers for over 20 years with integrity, honesty, and value. We want to thank you, our customers, for helping us win so many awards. Now we're #1 in Gulf States Toyota for market share 2 years in a row. Multiple winner of Toyota's President Award and 6-time Gold Dealer recognition. And the reason is simple. Customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
John O'Neill Johnson, a name you can trust. Toyota, a product you can depend on.
Coming up next on the Road in Between.
Award-winning, quality, experience. Glass Incorporated's expert team can handle single window panes to entire high-rise buildings. Whether you need storefronts, glass replacement, mirrors, or shower enclosures, no job is too big or too small. Glass Incorporated, your commercial and residential glass experts. Locations in Meridian, Foley, Alabama, and the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Welcome back to the Road in Between. We are here at Little Dewey's, and thank you, Bart Wood, for being
here today. Appreciate you guys coming. So
absolutely. We'll have some good eating today.
Well, good. Glad you got enough.
We got a lot of barbecue, and Alan got a big old plate of crawfish.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you for serving us. Tell us a little bit about Little Dewey's and some of the history.
Little Dewey's, we just celebrated our 30th anniversary a couple weeks ago. 30 years in business. The short version of it is my dad was known around Starkville for being involved with the Booster Club here, where he would do chicken barbecues to raise money for different funds for the athletic department, and also a weekend barbecue. And made the decision one day that we were going to open up on Fridays and Saturdays in a little bitty gas station. When we first started, I can remember because I was at the age of 18 then, and we would literally cook 2 butts a day, 2 slabs of ribs, 2 chickens, and that's how we started. And today, as you see, we've got just rows of smokers here, and we cook a lot of butts today. And those smokers are going almost 24/7.
How good. You just expanded?
Just expanded. The property we're in now was actually the old fire chief's house back in the late 60s, in that time frame there. It was just a simple A-frame house, and we bought it. And it's not really laid out for a restaurant, and that's kind of the lore of the place, is a lot of 2x4s and 10, but it continued just to, like a balloon, just to expand, to now we're at the limits and we can't expand anymore.
My gosh.
But, it's been a God thing this whole time, and that's one thing my mom and dad have always done, is they put God first and giving Him the credit for being the engineer and the creative genius behind this business.
Mm-hmm. I see you've got a scripture out front.
Yeah. We believe in Scripture, and also put it on your business where you make your livelihood.
Absolutely.
And I think God honors that.
Right.
I think He does.
Well, this blend of keeping your faith in culture and not being shy of it, and enjoying both of it.
Yeah.
Now, Little Dewey's, where did the name come from?
Little Dewey's, a little something special, a little something extra to make it stand out, to make it pop. Our saying is, "Come taste the pride." And we believe that everything you do, you should have pride when you finish it. How it's presented, how it tastes, the consistency of it. The original version is my grandparents would get together with some other folks in the summer times, and they would have appetizers they would bring. And they would try to outdo each other, and they would call that a Little Dewey. And so the original Little Dewey is a baked onion that's hollowed out in the center with garlic and butter, and they would serve that. That's the original Little Dewey. And when we started, my mom and dad started looking for a name, that just stuck, because Daddy would always come around in the summertime, barbecues things, and say, try this, try that, have a Little Dewey. And so that's the only thing we could name it, was that. And it's a unique name. You don't hear it anywhere else. So.
No, you don't. Well, I know that that as you expand here, you got land across the street here that seems like, what you do with a little, God blesses that, then slowly grows it.
That's right.
And
so it's a frightening thing sometimes, because a lot's been given and a lot's required. I have to remember that.
That's right. Well, you seem like kept your humility.
Yes, sir. We
Your
have to be
humanity.
humble.
Yeah, we just interviewed Scott Strickland, and he talked about keeping your humanity.
Yeah, Scott's done a great job. Yeah.
He really has, and I know you're wrapped in maroon and white.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're from here.
Born and bred, 48 years.
How about that? And your parents have a plot across the street at the cemetery.
We're right on the western side of the Fellowship Cemetery, and Mom and Dad's purchase was just I could throw a rock and hit it right now, and you know they are going to probably have flowers on it one day, and they thought it'd be a good idea. I could drag an old garden hose and water their flowers for them. Like I don't have enough to do here at work already. You know?
That's right. That's right. Well, Bart, we want to thank you for being on the road in between and feeding us along the way, giving us nourishment, and may the Lord bless your ministry.
Well, thank you very much. I'll take that blessing. I'll take that.
You got it. Now, what do we have here?
This is some of my grandmother's sauce recipe that my mother developed after she died, and this is our signature barbecue sauce here. We have a mild, we have a hot, and we have also vinegar, which they didn't bring out. But we have all the bases covered.
Yes. Good, good, good.
The secret's in the sauce, they say.
That's it. It's and the little things too.
And the little things too.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you,
Tom.
Bart.
Appreciate you coming.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back. Stick around. We'll be right back.
In today's world where most businesses and corporations' main mission is to simply make profit, CRM Companies differs itself by focusing on being successful in a way that also promotes growth and prosperity in the community. CRM Companies isn't simply a commercial development and management company. They create opportunities, they create jobs, they maximize the potential for growth and development of a better community, all while still providing great services and outstanding customer relations. Learn more about CRM Companies and their mission today. Visit crmco.com.
Coming up next on The Road in Between.
Hit the range with Modern Outfitters at our state-of-the-art indoor shooting range. 10 lanes from 3 to 25 yards, all climate controlled to keep your shooting experience safe and comfortable. All calibers of pistols and rifles up to .308. Over 60 rental handguns, rifles, and machine guns. Shoot by the hour or purchase an annual membership with military discounts available. Try our lunch hour special and shoot for only $10 and ask about our training courses for men and women. Hit the range at Modern Outfitters, Highway 39 North.
Welcome back to The Road in Between. I'm here with Jamie Bachman, who is with Volunteer Starkville. And Jamie, thank you for being on The Road in Between.
Thank you for the opportunity, Tom.
Well, here we are underneath the Habitat for Humanity roof, and this is a great symbol for kind of what you do, and that is oversee the volunteers in Starkville throughout the county. And I know what an honor it is for you to have that particular mission and to you kind of oversee a lot of missions.
Sure, yes, absolutely. Volunteer Starkville, we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization that serves as the Community Volunteer Center. We were established in May of 2010 to serve Starkville and Oktibbeha County. Our mission is to provide for the development, coordination, and organization of volunteer activity within our community. And so with that, we are a clearinghouse for volunteerism, and we serve two primary audiences, local nonprofit organizations that may need help from time to time from volunteers, some extra hands coming in and helping them achieve their mission, either on an ongoing basis, weekly or monthly needs, to one-time date-specific events, as well as a resource for residents and even visitors coming into our community that want to volunteer and make a difference.
Fantastic, because I can see that happening, especially from those who are retired. They get here and they get rooted in here and say, how can I give back?
Absolutely.
How can I pay it forward? And phenomenal community you're in, and I know you get to reach a lot of people, and you get to match up their gifts with particular missions. Well, you have a unique role in helping people discern where they might fit in. I think about the 12 work groups that you've broken it into. I think about Christ, and he had 12 disciples, came after the 12 tribes of Israel, and the number 12 is that great number of completeness and wholeness.
Yes.
And how you get to help folks to discern where they best fit.
Absolutely. When I talk with individuals about volunteering, sometimes they don't know where they want to volunteer or have no clue, but I think the best way to start about it is what you're interested in, what you're passionate about. You know, when you're passionate about something, you're going to put 100% into it and really take ownership of it. And when people volunteer in our community, they're doing as as God told us to in Matthew 5:16. He says, let your light shine before men, and so that they might see your good works and that it might be glorifying to our Father in heaven. And I think that's what people in our community do when they volunteer. They're doing good works, and hopefully it's to glorify God.
Glorify God, exactly. Not just glorify self.
Absolutely.
Well, you got Christ bubbling up inside of you, it's pouring out. And you know, when you, like you're talking about finding your passion and compassion, you put those together and you serve others, you're in the right spot. And you're wrapped in maroon and white, and you're wrapped in God's grace.
Yes.
And it shows and it feels. So I want to thank you for sharing your story here. And how can people get involved? How can they contact you?
Absolutely. If anyone's wanting to volunteer in our community, it's all online, but if online's not for you, you can also contact me. You can visit our website at www.volunteerstarkville.org. Our office is located on 101 South Lafayette Street on the second floor of the Greater Starkville Development Partnership Building in Suite 21. And anyone can give us a call Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 662-268-2865.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Jamie.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks for your ministry.
Thanks.
Stick around. We'll be right back.
Harvest Grill, where great food and gatherings happen in the heart of downtown Meridian. Open for lunch and dinner, Tuesday through Saturday. Come dine with us and experience traditional recipes with a fresh, surprising new flavor. Visit harvestgrillms.com to view our menu and hours.
Coming up next on The Road in Between.
What's in a letter? If you're Mitchell Signs and Imprints, one letter means everything, and it's in the name. Mississippi, Meridian. Mitchell Signs, Imprints. Two companies that help you reach your clients, whether it's big or small. And just like the name says, Mitchell Signs and Imprints are local. Meridian people, Mississippi pride. From quality signs to the perfect promotional product, see why Mitchell Signs and Imprints have been earning Mississippi's trust for more than 100 years. Check them out on Facebook for special deals and more information.
Welcome back to The Road in Between. And I'm here with John Brazil. John, thank you for being on The Road in Between.
My pleasure.
Now, you oversee the Habitat for Humanity mission here in Starkville and the area in the county. Is that right?
I oversee the construction end of things, manage the volunteers, and just try to make sure everybody's safe and has a good time, and we get a house built.
Well, tell us about Habitat for Humanity. How did it kind of come about? I know a little bit about Millard Fuller and Americus, Georgia, and how his vision was to provide dignity to the needy, and shelter is one of the basic needs of humanity, and he used that as his mission.
I believe it was in the mid-'70s, about 1975. Millard was a businessman, and I think he was an attorney and a real estate person, and things were just not satisfactory with his life, so he and his wife talked it over and they gave away their fortune. And then Millard and his wife went on a mission project to build houses in Africa and got the idea, why in the world don't we just do this everywhere? And so I think it was 1976 when Habitat officially got up and running. Our local Habitat started in 1986, and you were shooting in front of house number 59, I believe.
And I see a number of houses around here, so it builds community.
It really does. And if you look at the rest of the community you drove through, I think we're making a difference. This is house number 15 in this neighborhood. Of course, you have a cluster of 5 here and soon to be 6. But that's the idea. That, you help a family, sure. You help volunteers who come out and you get them involved in service, sure. But then you think of the children who live in these houses. That's their first stable environment. They have a much better chance of getting into college when they live in a stable home. Then it spreads out to the neighborhood. The neighborhood benefits. The town, the county, and eventually planet Earth.
There you go.
Just keep going.
You're planting seeds of hope?
Yeah. And as I recall, Millard Fuller's grand claim was, we're in this to eradicate substandard housing from the face of the earth.
Yes.
So,
what a vision.
Go bold.
Well, Habitat for Humanity is, I know you bring a blessing to a lot of people, but you know, one of the things that you have to do is discern how to handle people. My goodness, all the personalities out there you're navigating, and you got your worker bees, you got your followers, and then you got your folks that probably want to lead the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well.
And those are always extra grace required. We call those EGRs, extra grace required.
My operative nightmare is this. I'll look at the sign up and I've got some fraternity or other. So I'll be here 7:45 and I'll hear vehicles. So I'll stand around and look down the street and I see a caravan of $40,000 pickup trucks with toolboxes on them, and I say, my first thought is, I have to unlearn a lot of stuff this morning. Because they'll get out of there, we're ready, man, let's go. I said, no, wait a minute, Bubba. We're going to talk a little bit before.
That's right. Well, speaking of college, I know a number of colleges come down in March and do.
It's called Collegiate Challenge. That's a Habitat International program. It happens all over the country. Student groups from other universities from out of town will donate their spring break. They will come to volunteer. But I try to explain on the front end that you know we're going to do some stuff. We're going to achieve some stuff here this week. But that's not what it's about. Said it's about relationships. The house will get built, and it'll be a good house, and we will serve the family. But I want you guys to interact with each other. This is your spring break. Interact with those of us locals here. Let's get to know each other. The homeowner will come out. You know, if you have a task, it's okay to drop that. Spend 5 minutes with the homeowner.
Well, listen, you are well grounded. I want to thank you for letting us come on this holy ground.
Sure,
and being
sure.
With you right
Thank
here.
you for being here.
Absolutely.
Thanks for doing your show and everything that you mean to whoever out there.
You're welcome.
That watch us.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Stick around. We'll be right back. The Road in Between is made possible thanks to these sponsors: John O'Neill Johnson Motor Companies, Glass Incorporated, CRM Companies, Archer Architecture, Benchwarmer Grill, Benefits Management Group, Bright FX, Construction Services Incorporated, Cooper Concrete, Harvest Grill, Marcello Cranes, Mitchell Signs and Imprints, Modern Outfitters, Mississippi Beverage and Water, Nationwide Insurance with Richard Davis, Woodstock Furniture. Welcome back to The Road in Between. Mission in Starkville. It's been a great day today. I think it's really wonderful when you can get people to share their story and how in the world they were led to where they are today. I'm also thankful for Tim Hogan and his place at Mississippi State University and how he brought us together today and how he's involved in business and marketing, even back then in college all the way up to today. You know, there's nothing like mission and how you can take your business and use it for ministry. So grateful for the people at Lil Dewey's and how they use table as hospitality. And then to be out here today on Murdoch Lane and see how this neighborhood is being transformed through Habitat for Humanity and Volunteer Starkville. Thankful to Jamie and for John for sharing their spirit and their love and their time. So today the question is, what is in your hand that perhaps God can use for ministry and mission? We're grateful that you're with us. Join us next time on The Road in Between. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord's face shine upon you and be gracious unto you this day and forevermore. Take care.
Thoughts keep running through my head as I walk this road with nothing ahead. The sun beams down on my face as I walk this road that leads to amazing grace.